Hey guys, Kearney Rose speaking, and today I'm gonna be doing a little response to my last video, and I'm also gonna be talking about Alpo. I know I'm a little late with that situation, but I gotta talk about it because it's a part of my childhood a little bit. If you understand what I'm saying, I watched Paid in Full too many times. But I'll say this: I'm gonna respond to my last video because that's not like me to be like that. That situation, I don't like really making videos like that, but I'm not gonna just let you play with me either. And I'll say this as well: I hate the fact that in her video, during her reaction video to my black female predator, she didn't even show the whole video. Especially for the people that follow her. She didn't even show the whole video. She just showed y'all the parts that she wanted to show y'all. And then she just started going in. And I'm like, well, damn, she made a whole 24-minute video about me. And talk about, the whole video is just about tearing my ass down the whole time. And she's talking about she's for women empowerment. I'm like, see, that's why I say that fucking women empowerment shit don't exist in my world. Because the same bitches that you think got your back is the same motherfuckers that talk behind your back, do all type of shit behind your back, and and just be telling you business. I don't like all that shit. Now we're gonna get on the Alpo situation. Now I know I'm a little late on this situation, but I'm gonna be real with you. I got mixed feelings for this because, like I said, I watched a lot of documentaries about this. I have watched Paid in Full so many goddamn times. It ain't even funny no more. But I would say this: even though he snitched on everybody, he's still legendary. And I'm gonna say this because a lot of people have written movies and documentaries about all three of these men: Ace, Rich Porter, and Alpo. Now, with Alpo's situation, he fucked up. Well, he fucked up when he killed Rich Porter. So that's when he messed up at. And I want to say this because a lot of people think that Alpo has something to do with Rich Porter's brother being killed. Alpo has to do with that. I'm going to say this: Alpo is a psychopath. I'm going to be real with you. That nigga's a psychopath to me. I don't care what nobody say. Anytime you get out of jail and you demonstrate and you show these people how you killed Rich Porter, I felt like if he killed Rich Porter's little brother, he would have did that same damn, he would have demonstrated how he killed the little boy, if he had something to do with that. And plus, I watched the documentary about Preacher's son. And Preacher's son, he was confessing a whole lot, and he was talking about, they little crew. They used to rob drug dealers. They used to kidnap motherfuckers, hold them for ransom. And he also confessed it about Rich Porter's little brother getting killed. And honestly, he was confessing about so much. And a lot of fucking drug dealers was scared of Preacher and his son and his whole little crew. And I'm gonna say this: if Alpo really would have had something to do with it, Preacher would have just said, yeah, that nigga had something to do with it. But he didn't. But the uncle, Rich Porter's blood uncle, has something to do with that situation. I'm like, that's so ridiculous. And something that pissed me off about Preacher? He said that the uncle was a piece of shit. And I'm like, yeah, he a piece of shit, but you're a piece of shit for engaging in that situation in the first beginning just because you want money from Rich Porter. You're a piece of shit too, because you should have, as soon as he brought that idea to your knowledge, you should have shut that shit down. I think in one of the documentaries they'll be talking about how Rich Porter would be avoiding, Preacher. And Preacher, he found a way. Well, he really didn't find a way. The uncle found a way, and that is fucked up. So, and I'll say this as well. I do feel for Preacher's son, because in the documentary, you got to think about this. This man, he's born into this lifestyle because his father has taught him how to kill, murder, sell drugs, not even sell drugs, rob drug dealers, and kidnap motherfuckers and hold them for ransom. Like he taught them how to do that and how to kill motherfuckers. So it's like you in a lose-lose situation. It's like I'm born into like this is what a lot of people don't realize. Some of these motherfucking people who we think are like, how can you do something like that? Some of them are actually born in situations where they can't control that shit. But I'll also say something about this. Alpo never learned his damn lesson. I would definitely say that because anytime you get out, you know what it was? When he was in prison, he probably was getting treated like a king. That's what it was. He still probably had bitches coming to visit him in prison. You know, he didn't told on everybody, so you know the police is on his side regardless. He's probably in a what they call it? It's a protection in jail, some shit like that. I don't know what it's called. But anyways, he never learned his lesson. I knew that nigga didn't learn his lesson as soon as he demonstrated how he killed Rich Porter. I was like, this nigga, you just got out. What are you doing? But I'll definitely say this as well. You niggas, I'm gonna say this. They said when when Alpo passed away, when he got shot up that night, they said that this nigga threw heroin outside of his car. And I'm like, but damn. But this is what really got me. Why would you niggas, why would you guys even try to do a drug deal with this man after he done told on every goddamn body? Where's your common sense at? You know, why would you even try to do a drug deal with this man? He probably had the fucking wire on him as you speaking right now. Why would you? And you know another part that got me? When they said that Alpo was killed, he was in a car with somebody he actually trusted. And I said karma is a motherfucker. Because Rich Porter was in the car with somebody that he thought he can trust. And they ended up taking his life. And I said, yeah, karma is a motherfucker. Because Alpo was in the car with somebody he thought he can trust. And they end up taking his life. Karen Rose, guys.
Another thing I wanted to say is that we are so quick to kill our own, but yet we still have George Zimmer walking around this motherfucker like he owned the place. We still got stupid 6ix9ine walking around here acting crazy too. Boy, we need to get it together. But like I said, multiply, divide, subscribe.